Hi guys, it's Dawn with Fantastic Friends, and I'm coming to you today with another recipe. Now today's recipe is kinda part homemade, part, comes in a jar. And basically what that means is I'm taking some things that come ready-made and I'm adding to it to, make it better. So, I'm also using my new ceramic cast iron 6-quart pot that I got for Christmas for the first time. Yes, I've been wanting one of these for quite some time, but many of you know that cook know that they are extremely expensive. When I say extremely expensive, the retail price on this is over $150. Yes, that is ridiculous. I would never pay that for this pot. But during Christmas, it was a one-day only special for a very unheard of low price, and so I snatched it up and got it. And so I'm going to cook in it today. Today I am making Meatball Ziti. And so basically it's ziti that's got meatballs in it. And so I'm going to start with the sauce because my sauce needs to cook for a few hours before I throw it together and bake it in the oven. And the first thing I'm going to do is I've already got a tablespoon or two of oil, olive oil in the pot, and it's heating up. And I'm going to throw in a small chopped up onion. Hold on just a second. Yep. And I let that stir around. Get some color on those onions. Oops, sorry about that steam. But yeah, I'm going to get a little color on those onions, get a little translucent, get a little color. And they don't have to go very long because I diced them real finely. And I made sure my pan was pretty hot when I got going. Okay, then I'm going to add in my garlic. Get that going. Okay, and the next thing I'm going to add in is 1 can of fire roasted diced tomatoes. Oh, I wish there was some smell-o-vision. Ooh, that smells good. Okay, and now here's the part where I'm adding in the jar stuff. Now, this on its own is really good by itself, But like I said, I like to add to it just to improve upon it. And plus, I like the texture of chunky tomatoes. And I love the flavor of garlic and onions. So that's the reason why I add all this in there. But this is Bertolli's marinara sauce. Man, let me tell you, this stuff is awesome. And let me go put just a dab of water in there so I can get all the sauce out. Hold on just a second. Okay. I added just like a teaspoon, between a teaspoon and a tablespoon of water to that jar so that I could get the rest of the sauce out. And then I just added a half a teaspoon of Italian seasoning to the sauce. And basically that's it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave this on really, really low heat. The lowest temperature my stove is at. I'm going to put the lid on. I'm going to let this simmer for probably about an hour or two. Then I'm going to take my meatballs, and normally I would probably use homemade meatballs that I've made in advance and had in the freezer, but I don't have any at the moment. But I do have a brand of pre-made meatballs that are pretty good, and I happen to have those in the freezer. And that is Mama Lucia's beef bite-sized meatballs, and they are gluten-free. And they're made with 100% beef. And we're going to be adding those to the sauce in a couple hours. So when that happens, we'll be back. And we'll continue with the Meatball Ziti. See you later. Okay, guys. Ooh. That's been simmering for about an hour and a half. And it smells divine. Okay, now I'm going to add my meatballs. Now I've gone ahead and cut them in half. I'm going to show you what they look like. I've already defrosted them. And I'm going to cut this last one in half. And I'm going to toss them in the shush. Now I'm going to let this go again on really, really low, because it's just barely at a simmer. Probably for another hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. And when that's done, we're going to assemble our ziti, and I'll be back when I'm ready to do that. We'll see you then. Okay, guys, I boiled my noodles. My penne noodles, see, and I put a small layer in my casserole dish, and then I ladled some sauce and meatballs on top. Now I took a chunk of 100% fresh mozzarella and cut it into very small cubes. And I'm going to lay this on top of that. And I'm going to keep going, and I'll be right back. Okay, that's what it should look like right there, dotted with the chunks of mozzarella. Then what we're going to do is we're going to sprinkle a little bit of Parmesan. Then we're going to repeat the process and another layer. And then we're going to put it in the oven at 350 for about 25 minutes. And when that's done, I'll be back. Okay guys, we're back, and look what I took out of the oven. Meatball Baked Ziti. Doesn't that look yummy? Yep. 350, 25 minutes. And this one is actually going to my friend's house with the dogs. This is their dinner tonight. So I'm about to pack it up, put it in the carrier so they can take it home, and I'll find out in a little bit if they liked it. See y'all later. Love you. Hugs and kitty kisses.